Scott Reviews here. We're back with another video. This time we're going to be talking about custom game cases. Are they worth it? So in this video, we're going to be talking about some of the pros and cons of why you would pick up a game case. So for the purposes of this review, I did purchase these with my own money. This is Super Mario 64. This is from customgamecases.com. It's a really good quality, honestly. I think the big thing, to be honest, is the case itself. This case is really well made. I love the molding to it. You open it up, you can put your game in there, you can put a memory card, you can also put the manual. And I love this molding. I think this is probably the best part out of it. Print quality is fine, it's colorful. I think this is one of the better ones. And all these covers are actually from the cover project. So really, it's not so much the manufacturers of this case, it's really with the cover project. And they're at the mercy of whatever they uploaded. This is an original, and it's in a protective box for the game. But as you can see, compared to the custom box, the colors are a bit off. They're pretty close. You could see where some of the text itself is slightly blurry. I don't know if you could see it from here. Some of the lettering is a little bit more fuzzier. Now, obviously, this has a bit more of a creative license on the spine. So all these custom cases, when they're stacked in a row, they look uniform. A little bit of backstory, I did start with loose cartridges, but then I realized that my shelves needed a little bit of cleaning up. So that's why I initially started with the game cases, but then I started looking at them and I was thinking, you know what? I wonder what the originals look like. Okay, so this is Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Custom, original. The color is a bit more golden on the original, and then when you look at the custom cover art, look at the N64 logo, you can see this one's yellow and this one's more like an orange color, and also looking at the ESRP logo, this one's a black one, whereas the other one is an outlined black with mostly white. The thing that I noticed the most out of the two of them is the spine. Now, again, this is the cover project. This is stretched out, Ocarina of Time is stretched out, whereas like the original, it's smaller and it's underneath the Zelda logo. And then I think the bigger one to me that made me go with the originals over the custom game cases is Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. Now, the printing itself is so dark you can't even see the figure in the box, whereas the original, you can definitely see the Star Wars character in the original. This is what they call the bitbox. This is from Stoneage Gamer. As you can see, this is for the EverDrive 64. But basically, through Stoneage Gamer, you can get custom game boxes for your games, and they come in these boxes. They kind of remind you of VHS cases back in the day. They're a bit wider than the custom game cases versions, but opening them up inside, you can see there's a place to hold a memory card or a jumper pack. You have your cartridge slot, and then you have a place for manuals. And I really like it because it's very durable plastic. Now, actually, the art is pretty good on this, but that's actually a made art specifically for the EverDrives. Stoneage Gamer is going to use the same cover project scans that custom game cases did. So the quality probably will be comparable between the two. So here you go. We're looking at the paper that comes with it if you order printed scans of the artwork. This one feels a little bit more like lighter brochure paper, whereas this one is similar, but it's a bit heavier. Kind of feels more like cardstock. So the pros about getting a game case is, first off, they're gonna look great on a shelf. You're gonna keep your games in good condition, and you won't have to worry about dust piling up. Now, some of the cons with custom game cases is that the print quality, it varies because they're all dealing with scans. Also, it's that feeling as a collector, it's not authentic. They do take up space. So you have a lot of reproduction artwork in custom game cases that are gonna take up a good chunk of your collection. Now, one of the reasons why you would probably pick up the original box is that it's official. This is directly what you would have gotten, with the exception of the box protector. It's really just because of the cardboard. And it has clear printing. You can actually read the information on the back of the box. If you decide that you don't want to collect anymore, you can bring these to a retro game store and you probably get a lot of your money back for getting these boxes. So having this along with your game is going to be worth more in the long run. Whereas a custom game case, you're not adding to the value, but you're also not devaluing it. So it's really, at the end of the day, if you want to make sure that your cartridge is dust-free and it looks nice on a shelf, that's where the custom game cases would come in. You feel like you're holding on to video game history, but there's also cons. These are incredibly expensive just for a piece of cardboard. When it's complete, yes, it's going to cost a lot of money. And also, you're going to have a difficult time finding these, particularly the boxes themselves. A lot of the times it's going to be in used, worn condition. Luckily, sometimes you get lucky and you find something that's really in mint condition, but you can get kind of wary too, because you could run into reproduction boxes as well too. And they do get worse over time, which is why I recommend, if you do happen to pick up original game boxes, that you immediately put them in a box protector, kind of like this. And honestly, they look pretty good, and they do kind of hide some of the scuffs and things that you would get, and it also like retains their shape. But if you do go this route, I would suggest it is so much easier getting the cartridges versus the boxes. So look for the boxes and pick up some that are boxes only. Now, you do have to be careful about reproductions. However, if you happen to find the box, but you don't have the cartridge, you can always get the cartridge later on down the road. Check local listings on Craigslist or Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace. Those are good places to find them. Garage sales. Prices fluctuate a lot in the retro gaming scene, so at some point there's some games that are going to go for way out of your budget, but then there are other games that are really inexpensive, and pick those up while you wait until some of these games go down in price. So yeah, I would say as far as retro gaming cases are concerned, it's really up to you. What are you wanting to achieve? Does it matter to you having these boxes? Is it something that you want to do down the road? Honestly, I think for me, I wanted to go with the original cases, wear and tear and all, just because of that authenticity. Well guys, what do you think? How do you collect your video games? Leave a comment down in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.